Hi everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new episode of my weekly watch roundup where I run through those things that I've watched this week. Quite a lot of films, so let's get into it. Okay, so before I begin, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to the channel. Either way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please consider doing so. Coming along, supporting the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Do reply to all comments eventually. So let's get started. I'm going to start with TV first this time because there's only 3 TV items that I watched and then a wealth of film. You understand why I didn't watch much on TV. So So the first thing I watched this week was Family Guy. Yeah, a new episode of Family Guy. I do love Family Guy, even though it's been on for a while and some people say it's tired, I still do get a laugh out of it. Not as much as I used to, but still very good. And in this latest episode, you had Lois, who was teaching this young girl piano, but the young girl needed college money, so they decided to take her in and use her sort of like as a house help around the house. Only she came up with this flat plan to get rid of Lois so that she could have Peter to herself, and hilarity ensued, and it did. It was a very, very good episode. Again, after that was Star Trek Picard. Yeah, the final season. Sorry, the final episode of this season, episode 10 of season 2 of Picard. I did do a full review on this. It was an okay episode. It had its flaws, but this series has been overstretched. 10 episodes was way too much for what could have been condensed easily into 5 episodes. Yeah, there was so much filler. The writing was particularly bad. It wasn't a very good series at all. But Will Wheaton returned, which was fantastic to see him again. Wesley Crusher, but he was the Traveller. Yeah, that was good. And even though Q wasn't in it much, it was a bit of a somber ending for that character. And you remember how great Q actually was. But there you go. But also we had Star Trek Strange New Worlds, season 1, episode 1 start. And it got off to a very good start. Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike is fantastic. He oozes so much charisma in this role. He is spot on, he is superb, and he is a joy to watch. And this series of Star Trek is set aboard the Enterprise with Spock and a young Uhura and all this on board, and we've gone back to basics, or we've gone back to one episode, one story a week type of episodic television, which is great because what Discovery and Picard have been doing for the past five years, or Discovery at least, that's been on 4 years, you know, it is overstretching what they're doing with their storytelling. It's not working for those series. So those were the 3 programs I watched. The latter two, the 2 Star Treks, I did review individually, and you can go and check them out if you so wish. But I also posted a video where I done a skit. I've done 2 skits in these last 2 reviews of Star Trek Picard. So you should go and check them out as well. Yeah, why not? So let's move into the film territory now. Okay, now you understand where I'm coming from now. Obviously, the big film of the week was Multiverse of Madness. Yes, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I loved it. I adored it. I thought it was a brilliant film. I saw it twice. I've done 2 reviews for it. One, a spoiler-free review on the first viewing. And after the second viewing, I'd done a spoiler review, and that came up yesterday or this morning. I don't know because I haven't uploaded it yet, but it will be uploaded by the time you see this. How does that work? I don't know. But in the lead up to that, right, I'd done a Doctor Strange day here on the channel. So this week I watched Doctor Strange 1978, the very first Doctor Strange film ever made, which was actually a TV pilot. It didn't get commissioned into a TV series. And I'd done a review for that, so you can go and check that out. It's not very good. Then I reviewed the 2007 Doctor Strange film. Yes, animated film, this one. Marvel's never got animation together. It's always been pretty boring to watch, and this film is no exception in that sense. It plays in the playground of Doctor Strange's origin pretty much all the way through, and it ain't until the end of the film that he becomes Doctor Strange. It is a rather boring film for animation. I don't know who it's aimed at, adults or kids, but either way it's a struggle to get into it, it really is. And then I did watch the 2016 Benedict Cumberbatch MCU, 14th MCU movie. Thumbs up for that one. I do love it. And I reviewed all three of them on Thursday, or no, Wednesday it was. They all came up Wednesday, Doctor Strange Day. I had 5 videos that day come up, all Doctor Strange related, if you want to go and check them out. Then I watched the movie Ambulance from Michael Bay. Thoroughly enjoyed it, really good. A lot of fun, action-packed from beginning to end. Yes, looking forward to picking that one up on 4K. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I sat down and watched a film that was fun enough, colourful enough. The human elements kind of let the film down. Jim Carrey was on top form, but Jim Carrey comes across as a true-to-life cartoon. He's closer to the animated elements within the film than what he is the live-action human elements. It does play in the playground of the films a lot, the games a lot, I mean, and draws from the games. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do feel that the film is maybe 20-25 minutes too long. It did overstay its welcome for me. For a children's film, it should have been around that 90 to 100 minute mark, and it hit 2 hours. Then I watched Vampirella. Yes, Vampirella. A film from 1996, though you wouldn't know it, you'd think it's probably 1986, that is based on the character of Vampirella. Now, I'm not going to go into anything about the film here because I do have a review coming up in a few weeks' time. I got a bi-weekly series going on called Comic Book Movies Retro Reviews, where I'm looking at films from the past, from the comic book era of movies, before the MCU, before the DCEU, that era of comic book movies where we weren't taken seriously, when no one really wanted to star in them. Hollywood didn't take them with the slightest bit of seriousness, and yes, I'm looking at these films, so that is forming part of that series. And also another one forming part of that series is Fantastic Four. Yes, I sat down and I watched the Fantastic Four. No, not the ones that came from 20th Century Fox, those 3 films. I'm talking about the Roger Corman produced Fantastic Four film that never got a release, never got an official release, and it's only floating around on bootleg. Again, another film that came out in 1994, but you wouldn't be mistaken for thinking that it came out in 1984 if you took a look at it. Again, so I'm not going to say anything more about that film because you'd have to go and check out my review or check out that series when that episode comes up. I do have an episode this week of it coming up this Wednesday, and then every subsequent Wednesday. So you're looking at this Wednesday, I've got Nick Fury coming. Yeah, Nick Fury film that I've done. Then 2 weeks after that is the Fantastic Four. 2 weeks after that is Vampirella. 2 weeks after that isn't yet done. So why not hit the subscribe button? Hit that subscribe button. Come join the channel. You won't miss out on those videos then. Not only that, hit the notification bell because that will let you know when these videos do actually come up. Usually about 6 o'clock on a Wednesday evening, GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. Also, leave me a comment down below. I do reply to all comments. I would like to know what films that people want me to watch within that series, because I will probably get to them at some point, because I plan on going through all of them over time. That is my plan. So anyway, so that's it. This is AJ. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.